Hey, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look. I know it's not really anything too exciting, but I used quite a bit of drugstore things. I use a lot of things that are new to me. I kind of give a mini review on everything as I go. But if you guys want to see how I did this, or if you just want to learn more about my technique, anything like that, how I do my makeup, stay tuned. This might be a long one. I apologize if it is. But makeup takes a while, bitch. Okay, so I want to use some of these new Color Icon from Wet n Wild palettes. I have a few of them. Yesterday I bought this guy. I did a look with this one. That's on my Instagram if you want to see. I have this one and this one. And the green tone in here, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a dark gray, but the green tone kind of matches, goes with the sweater I have on, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and use that one. I think these quads are really good, which is super exciting because I used to think that Wet n Wild was kind of trash, honestly, but then once they came out with that photo focus foundation, I feel like they've just been killing it ever since. That new cushion foundation I did a review on, I'll link that in the description. That one is super good. Like, I love, that's one of my favorite foundations now. So I do things, apparently I've been told, in a weird order. So I do all my skincare first, and I prime my face, and then I do my eyes first. I know a lot of people do it, but if you don't, get on board. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing open. The reason I do my eyes first is because I am not very good at liquid eyeliner, and I tend to have to take a makeup wipe and go back in and fix it. It's just easier if I do my eyes first, that way I can fix anything. I just mess things up and start over constantly. Especially, I don't like my eye makeup sometimes and I stop and I'm like, motherfucker. It's like if you don't like a foundation, it's easy to just take off the foundation and redo your face. But if you already have your face on and then you start doing your eye makeup and you screw it up, that is not easy to start over when you already have your whole base done. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Argan Oil with Coconut Water Primer. This is like $15. There's not very much in here. And I like it, but it's weird. It's like sticky and oily, but I really need the hydration, so that's why I've been using that one. Also, it smells like perfume. Alright, I'm gonna go open my window and see if that helps with the lighting in here. Okay, that helps. I was really hoping that I would get to do a video today on the Jeffree Star Lovesick collection, but it was gone. That palette sold out in 3 minutes. What the fuck, bitch? I thought Kylie Jenner was bad with her shit, but like, okay. When the palette sold out, instead, I bought the black and red tie-dye hoodie that I've been wanting since like Christmas 2016, and I got one of the big like dark red handheld mirrors, so I was hoping that I would at least get the mirror by today so I could use it, but it didn't come, so I had to figure out something else to do today. So this is what we're doing. I need to do a tutorial anyways. So okay, so I'm gonna start by priming my eyes with the Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. I've used all concealers, including Shape Tape. I've done it all, okay? And nobody's gonna convince me that there is a concealer out there better than Catrice Liquid Camouflage. It's only $6. I mean, it's $6. You might as well try it, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. Now I'm gonna take my Real Techniques Miracle Eraser Sponge and just press that in. Okay, so now that I have my eyelids primed, I'm just going to go ahead and start my makeup. So if you look at these, they pretty much lay it out for you. So there's a transition shade, eyelid shade, brow bone, and crease. So I'm pretty much going to do what it says. So I'm going to start by taking the transition shade, this brown one right here, and running that through the crease. I'm just using a fluffy crease brush. Okay, so yeah, that blended out really nicely. I always kind of start by just lightly tapping into the crease and slowly kind of blending it out, because you never know if something's going to go on and not blend, or if it's going to go on and not be pigmented at all, or way too pigmented. Also, if you're wondering why when I raise my eye I get a line right here, because it doesn't happen on this side, I don't know. So there's that. Next, I'm just taking a flat packing brush, and I'm going to be taking the eyelid shade and just packing that right onto the eyelid. I'm not going to wet my brush just because I kind of want to see. Okay, yeah, you definitely don't need to wet your brush for this color. Okay, girl, this is pigmented. I cannot believe these things are like $3 or $4 for these quads. Okay, so now I'm just going to be going back in with that transition shade with a smaller blending brush. This one's by It Cosmetics. I'm going to work this color back through on the outer corner and where the two shades meet, just so there's not quite such a harsh line there. Okay, so now I'm just taking, this is just a Studio Basics double-ended brush. It's from like CVS or something. But I'm going to take the small side of the brush. I'm going to dip that into the brow bone shade. And then, without adding any color, I'm taking that crease brush I initially used for the transition shade and just going over that so we don't have any lines there. And for the final part, I'm taking, this is a Japanese fluffy brush, little crease brush or blending brush, whatever. Just a small brush. These are on sale at Ulta. I think they might be getting rid of them. Go snatch them up because they are good brushes. I actually got this one at TJ Maxx. I'm gonna go in with the last shade here, the crease shade. We're just gonna take it into the outer corner. The one thing I noticed with Wet n Wild is that their darker shades don't have quite as much of an intense pigment as their medium transition shades are, you know, their mattes and stuff. This one actually has a little bit of a sparkle to it. You can kind of go in with it a little heavy. It's not like a black, like it's not gonna jack up your whole face. So you always kind of want to start close to the lash line and blend out from there. Now I have a hard time doing outer corner colors because my eyes are different shapes. So the outer corner blends out differently on each side. I'm blending that slightly into the crease. I'm going to go back in with the fluffy brush. Still don't add any more color. And just kind of go over everything. Blend it out. Okay, so that's the eyes so far. I'm gonna go ahead and add liquid liner. I don't know if I'm gonna put this in the video or not because I'm really bad at it and it takes me a really long time. What should I use? I'm actually gonna try and give this guy a shot. This is the Too Faced stretch marker. I'll try to record it, but no promises that you're gonna see this. Okay, so this liner is giving me a hard time in the corner, the outer corner. It's not wanting to really lay down. Also, one of the reasons that I hate felt tip eyeliners is because the felt starts coming off while you're doing your eyeliner and it sucks. Okay, so if you have not used the Too Faced sketch marker, I absolutely recommend that you don't. And if you have it, I recommend that you throw it in the garbage because that is one of the worst eyeliners I've ever used. It picks up on itself. It like takes it off as you're going. You cannot get a sharp line with it. I had to go in with my Physicians Formula Eye Booster. This little guy with a brush tip. Just buy that one. That one's so good. It's like $10. Or use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I think that one is $6 or $7. Just use those. So I feel like, looking back on this look, I feel like the black has really kind of muddied up a lot of things. So I'm just going to take a tiny little, this one is from Eco Tools, but just a really small brush. And I want to add a little bit more onto this light green. Just like it. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now that I have that a little bit more where I want it, I'm going to clean off the crease brush and just soften that a little bit. And I'm just going front to back so I don't drag the black back into it. Okay, so next I'm going to do foundation. Figure out which foundation I want to use. I only have like a 4-hour day at work today, so I don't need anything too intense. Usually on my short days at work, I tend to go for the glowier foundations because I don't need them to last as long. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Nars Sheer Glow. I have the shade Gobi. It's too light for me, but it's my favorite foundation and it's like $50, so I'm not buying another shade. I don't care. I'm a rebel. So for this one, it doesn't have a pump or anything, so I just kind of dot it on. Then I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. foundation blurring brush and just blending that in. Key! Key! Key? Kitty. What? Why are you like this? What do you want? What? Okay, so I'm just gonna add one more. And by one, I mean 10. Then I'm gonna take the Catrice. Then I'm gonna take the Catrice. Then I'm gonna take the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. And put that under the eyes. I'm gonna let that sit for just a second before I blend it out. Okay, so now I'm just gonna blend that in. So before I powder my under eyes, I'm going to do the rest of my face because otherwise I'll get a line where the powder is that nothing will stick to. I'm going to take the Tarte Pro Glow palette and I'm gonna take this first, the powder contour shade here called Sculpt. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. angled blush brush. This goes on a little intense, so I like to kind of knock it off on the palette first. Now, I'm lazy and I don't feel like going in and doing like cream contour and like taking forever to fucking make myself look like a human, so I just put it on the very tip of my brush to contour my nose. And I just lightly run that down the side of my nose. all the way up to the eyebrow. And then on the tip of the nose. Now that I'm sufficiently contoured, I'm going to take the shade Fire, also from the Pro Glow, also from the Pro Glow palette. Why is that so fucking hard to say? Also from the Pro Glow palette. And just kind of bronze. What highlighter do I want to use? I'm actually going to take the new e.l.f. Sunset Glow, and I'm going to take the e.l.f. highlight brush. Whoa. Whoa. The fuck? Okay. I'm not mad at that. Okay, girl. Snatched. Now that my face is done, I'm just going to remove the creases from my under eyes. And then I'm going to take a different sponge, just a dry sponge, dip that into the Becca under eye setting powder. So good. Then I'm going to take this brush from Kat Von D. I don't really bake, I just kind of set my under eyes and then wipe off the excess. So that's that. Okay, final step for face. I'm taking the Too Faced Hangover RX, holy grail of all setting sprays. It's so good, but I think it's empty. So wish me luck. R.I.P. This isn't a setting spray, but I need to mention this because it's amazing. And this is also almost gone. But the Caudalie with Jason Wu, the Beauty Elixir water, smells so freaking good. I don't know if they still have the Jason Wu collaboration, but the regular Caudalie beauty water is also, it's so good. It just smells so good. It makes you like, I like using it in the morning or sometimes before I go to bed. I don't know what they put in this, but it's really kind of like essential oil smelling. Once it's dried down relatively enough, I take my brush and I just press it into the skin, which really helps it mix in with your foundation and hold things on longer. Also, the cool thing about this Too Faced Hangover RX spray is that when it dries down, it like dries, like it completely dries. I've said this in other videos, but I've left the house without setting my face before because, like without powdering my face, because this feels so like dry. I still need to set my face because I'm a greasy ass bitch. I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Peach Perfect setting powder, which is apparently gone now. But I bought this in the beginning of December. I use it every single day and I use a shit ton. Look at how much is still in there. How? Maybe that's why they discontinued it, because they're like, wow, that's way too much of a good value. You know how makeup companies be. I'm taking an IT Cosmetics airbrush powder brush and just setting my face. Also, this powder smells like peach. It has that same like weird artificial peach smell that the peach palette has. And if you breathe in while you're setting your face, like breathe in through your mouth, if this stuff gets in your mouth, like I'm doing this, it tastes like sugar. I probably shouldn't eat makeup, but it's so good. Yay. Okay, face is done. To finish out the eyes, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in the shade Perversion. It's just black. I don't know why they gotta be so extra about it. I have the hardest time keeping eyeliner in my waterline, but let me tell you guys, not only does this literally glide on like it says it does, but this shit stays. I mean, I will go to work, like I get ready at like 8:30. I go to work at 10. I come home at like 7:30 and this eyeliner is still going strong. Do not get the 24/7 waterline. That's absolute trash. It has like no pigment. It doesn't even last that long. It's shit, so don't use that one. Use this one. Glide on. Glide on. Next I'm taking, this is actually from the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, this little brush, but I'm going to be taking this side. It's just a little, short little blending brush. This is one of my favorite brushes that I own, but you can only get it in the palette, as far as I know, so that sucks. I'm going to take that transition shade from the Wet n Wild palette. Did I ever even tell you what this one's called? This one is called Lights Out. And I'm just going to run this along the lash line. I kind of blend it with the eyeliner. And make sure you don't go all the way up into this inner corner. Keep the focus toward the outer edge. Also, you can really blow this out if you want to. I'm undecided on if I'm going to or not yet. Lower lash line is something I struggled with for a long time. I felt like I always looked like a raccoon anytime I tried to do that. So the rule for me is transition shade or like the medium shade along the entire lash line, and it can be blown out a bit. So you want that one to peek out of the bottom. That should come down the furthest on the eye of whatever shades you're using. The darker shade, which for me is going to be this black one here, focus on the outermost corner. And if you bring it up at all, don't have it cover that transition shade. Next, I'm going to be taking a small little pencil detailing brush. This one's from Makeup Geek. And then I'm going to be taking that green lid shade, or kind of like the main focus shade you want on the first half of the lid. So not the inner corner, not the outer corner, right in between the two. Finally, the highlight shade is the one you want on the inner corner. So I'm just taking a small, this is a BH Cosmetics brush, just a small blending brush. I'm dipping that into the brow bone shade here. And that just goes and highlights the inner corner. So ordinarily with a look this dramatic, I would wear lashes. However, I have a mascara I really want to try. I actually have two mascaras that I really want to try, but I bought this one first, so I'm going to use it first. This is the Nyx Worth the Hype mascara. I have heard some mixed reviews on this. While I'm curling my lashes, I'm going to share a couple things with you. I got this lash growth serum off of Amazon because it had like 63 5-star reviews. It had no bad reviews. This is the FEG eyelash enhancer. I've been using it for 3 days, and I took a before picture. So I will keep you posted on how it works. I had my eyelashes lifted last summer, and ever since I did that, this side has no curl. It has the hardest time holding a curl, and my lashes are just a lot thinner, shorter, and they're just overall, they're damaged. I'm hoping that this lash serum will work. I don't want to use something like Latisse because it's so fucking expensive. I think it was $22, this one that I got. We'll see if you get what you pay for, but I'm going to do a 2-week picture and then a 4-week picture and then maybe a 6-week picture. The other thing I wanted to share is Physicians Formula just came out with this eye cooling thing. It's the Physicians Formula Refreshment. See, that's literally what it says. Refreshment. So you take this thing off. It reminds me of the Milk Makeup Blur Primer, but you take it off, you put this up, and you go under your eyes. And I do it in the morning. Within like 10 minutes, your eyes are like normal. They're back to normal. They're not like tired eyes anymore. Freaking, that's like holy shit. It's really good. Okay, so let's check out this mascara. I'm going to zoom you in and do my best to stay in frame, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what the wand looks like. Pretty normal. It doesn't seem like it's really saturated with that much product. Okay, so this is my bad eye that I'm doing first. Is this even doing anything? What the fuck? You can't even see my eyelashes. That's how I feel like there's like nothing on this brush. I don't even want to know how many coats it's going to take to make this look like I have eyelashes right now. Okay, that's a little better now. I feel like this is what one coat of Monsieur Big looks like from Lancome, and I've been sitting here putting this on for like 10 minutes. Okay, I don't know who they think has 10 hours to sit there and fuss with their mascara, but I don't, so I am not going to recommend this. I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lashes off camera real quick. So I did my lower lashes. I feel like when you name your product something like Worth the Hype mascara, it better be fucking worth the hype. Like, come on now. This is not a good mascara. It just took me like 15 minutes to get my lashes built up to what one coat of Monsieur Big would look like from Lancome. When I was doing it on the lower lash line, it kept like balling up and it's just not a very good mascara. I don't think so. Okay, so finally I'm going to do my eyebrows. So I just got this Maybelline Tattoo Studio brow gel yesterday. This is really interesting. So it's supposed to last 2 days. I mean, it's called Tattoo Studio. It's supposed to last like a long time. I threw the box away. But anyways, so it comes like this. It's got this weird little brush on it. It's not a spoolie. It's weird. But it does also come with a spoolie, just like a little one. Because my eyebrows always end up covered in foundation, I always use a tinted brow gel before I get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Okay, so this is the color dark brown, I think, whatever the darkest one they had is, and this is pretty spot on. So since they included a spoolie, I'm assuming they want you to comb through your brows. I really like this. I feel like this is like perfect for a no makeup kind of deal. You gotta run out of the house, you could just slap on some of this and a little bit of mascara. I really like that. But it's not enough. Also, I saw Physicians Formula came out with a new eyebrow thing. It's like it's an eyebrow gel, and it has like, you know how Gimme Brow has like that really small little spoolie? It's like that size. So it has that, but it also has an angled brush. So it says you're supposed to go through and fill out your eyebrows with it and then dip the brush in and use it like a brow gel. So I really, really, really wanted to try that because it looks super cool. I picked it up and put it back about 10 times because they don't make a color that's dark enough for my eyebrows. That sucks. If you have like black hair, the darkest one they have is like a medium brown. It's called dark brown, but it's like medium brown. I don't know. It wouldn't work for me. I have black hair. Now I'm going to take a Real Techniques angled brush. I always use this for my eyebrows. This is called a slanted brow brush. And I'm going to take my Anastasia dipbrow pomade in granite. And I'm going to do my eyebrows. I need to do this quickly because my camera is dying. And I need to give you my final thoughts. I'm actually going to do this off camera. I might do a brow routine at some point, but I will be right back. So this is the final look. If you guys liked it, make sure you let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, give me your thoughts on it. Let me know how I could improve my videos. I'm sure lighting would be really helpful most of all, but I'm working on it. It's coming. And make sure you subscribe, show your friends, tell people, whatever. I just kind of do this for fun, so I don't really care. But if you like it, just let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video.